A perfect braise yields incredibly tender beef, coated in a thick, rich sauce layered with deep chili heat and sweet floral honey. Many home cooks attempt a slow-cooked roast, only to end up with dry, stringy meat and vegetables that have disintegrated into mush. We avoid those failures by organizing exactly what we need before we turn on the stove. You will need 3 pounds of beef chuck cut into large chunks, your vegetables peeled and pre-cut, and a heavy-bottom Dutch oven. Mastering this process relies on strict preparation and temperature control, step by step. Step 1 is mechanical. We aggressively pat the raw beef chuck completely dry with paper towels, then season it evenly with a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Any remaining surface moisture creates steam in the hot pan. In this comparison, you can see how wet meat on the left yields a pale gray exterior, while dry meat on the right develops the deep, crusty browning we need. This initial sear over medium-high heat doesn't lock in juices. It triggers the Maillard reaction, a chemical process that caramelizes amino acids and sugars on the exterior of the beef. As the meat sears, it leaves behind sticky, browned bits stuck to the bottom of the Dutch oven. This layer is called fond. Once the beef is deeply browned on all sides, we remove it. The fond left behind is the concentrated flavor base that our entire sauce will be built upon. With the beef set aside, we lower the heat and add diced onion to the pot. If we maintain the high searing heat, the residual temperature will instantly burn the minced garlic and delicate spices we add next, creating a harsh, bitter taste. After the onions soften for about 5 minutes, we build our aromatics. We stir in 5 cloves of minced garlic, a tablespoon of tomato paste, 3 chopped chipotle peppers, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. We let this cook for exactly 1 minute. Next comes the liquid phase. We pour in half a cup of sweet floral honey, 2 cups of beef broth, a tablespoon each of Worcestershire sauce and apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of adobo sauce. As the liquids hit the hot pan, we scrape the bottom with a wooden spoon, lifting the caramelized fond and dissolving it into the sauce. By sequencing our ingredients and controlling the heat, we coax the raw spices and browned bits into a unified dark reddish-brown liquid. We return the beef to the pot, cover it, and transfer the Dutch oven to a 325-degree oven for 3 hours. This timeline shows the problem. Dropping root vegetables at hour 0 leaves them in the thermal danger zone, causing structural breakdown. We stagger additions. At 2 hours 15 minutes, we add carrots and sweet potatoes. At 2 hours 45 minutes, we add sliced bell peppers. This rigid schedule gives the beef the full 3 hours it needs to break down, while ensuring the vegetables retain their shape and texture. After 3 hours, we pull the Dutch oven from the heat and lift the lid. The chuck roast will now pull apart with 0 resistance, completely coated in a thick, spicy honey glaze. To capture that rich glaze, serve the beef over a heavy starch, like creamy mashed potatoes, buttered rice, charred cornbread, or roasted garlic polenta. We cut through the heavy richness of the meat with fresh acid and herbs. Top the dish with chopped cilantro, sliced red chilies, and a generous squeeze of lime juice. If the heat from the chipotles builds too high, you can cool things down right afterward with honey vanilla ice cream, cinnamon honey baked pears, or sweet cream cornbread. By mastering the sear, deglazing the fond, and strictly timing the vegetables, you can engineer a perfectly balanced comfort meal.